Welcome back, guys. 8.0 is officially upon us, and as you can see from the main Forge2Fi website, there is no more Bumblebee nor Soundwave on the main splash art anymore. It has been replaced with Megatronus, and as you guys can see on the left hand side, there is Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, there is G1 Megatron, there is MV1 Prime, and OG Prime. So yeah, it looks like I'm getting these Thanos vibes coming from this splash art. Megatronus reigning supreme over everyone. So I'm pretty happy that they're finally changing around some stuff on the website, getting it updated. And yeah, just completely awesome in general. Also, guys, on a side note, I actually took off from work tomorrow, as lame as it sounds. So I'll be making a ton of videos tomorrow. So hopefully you guys are excited. I know I am. Haven't felt this excited to make videos in like this really long time, so yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the 8.0 discussion thread. So let me go ahead and adjust this. So real quick, celebrate the Transformers Forge2Fi 2-year anniversary with this exciting new update. Log in and enjoy a limited time boost. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing as last year, where it was a 20% gold and XP boost. I think it was 20%, I don't remember, but it was definitely gold and XP. And the calendar event that is currently going on, and also commanders that have celebrated an anniversary with us before, can look forward to one of our exclusive anniversary relics. So I don't know if that means it's going to be like a brand new relic, or if it's going to be something completely different, but it's okay, we'll find out. Let's see, new feature, a new challenge mission has arrived. Conquer this new challenge to gain exclusive rewards, but hurry, you only have 2 weeks, so I'm assuming this challenge mission is not going to be as difficult as Legends of Cybertron, as ROK or Revenge of the King. It'll definitely be pretty challenging though, and the fact that it says exclusive rewards, I'm assuming here that it might be some tier 4 class spark crystals. So I will definitely be looking forward to this challenge mission. Alliance mission map updates, which we covered yesterday, and then here are the bots that are going to be getting updates. And as you guys can see, I didn't notice this before, so I don't think he was in there before, but Grimlock got added, which I am happy for, so we'll take a look at that real quick. I know a lot of people, or quite a few people, don't feel that excited for this update. I think they probably expected a lot more, but to be honest, map 3 is getting a huge revamp, which is awesome. It's going to be this, map 3 is going to be basically completely new. I think the majority of alliances run map 3, so I think a lot of people will be getting quite a bit of joy. Well, not joy, I guess, quite a new experience. Let's put it that way. And as well as everything else, even map 2, map 1, everything got, completely new characters, new mods, new nodes, everything else. So yeah, that should be new, and the challenge mission should hold us over for a little bit, and then I'm assuming with the upcoming, months, more things will be getting added. So yeah, overall, not too bad of an update, I think. And also, I think we might be getting as well a new spotlight. I'm assuming we might get notes on that tomorrow, whenever this new spotlight is going to be ending, because I don't think this is just going to be it for the month of April. I think more stuff is coming, so we'll find out, guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and go over to the bot rebalance list. Can we click on it? Yes. Okay. I was like, why is it not going? Alrighty, guys. So below you will find the 8.0 update. Okay. With the exception of Megatronus, the newer bots are reasonably balanced. However, there are bots on the older end that are clearly behind the rest, and we'd look to address those. So Hound will be the first character, and as you can see, this guy is getting a huge overhaul. In my opinion, a very much needed and well-deserved change to a bunch of his overall, damage mainly. So they added plus 3.6% to base critical rate. The time it takes to switch ammo has been reduced from 60 milliseconds to 60 milliseconds, down from 90 milliseconds. Increased signature ability scaling to start at 50% projectile damage. This scales to an unchanged maximum of plus 200%. So I know in the past, some players that had Hound super ranked up with super high signature were saying that his damage was fine. And I honestly maybe believe them, but it feels like, I mean, you needed in the past, current Hound, you need a huge signature level just to get like some decent damage out of him. But this, along with, you know, the rest of the changes, I think they're gonna make Hound pretty damn strong. So I don't know. We'll see how he acts or how he plays after this. The bonus from Hound's signature ability remains active during special attacks that activated before the bonus expired. This was something that would bother me so much, and this was something that was also... This was something that would happen as well with Galvatron Special 2 before they fixed it. Because I think in the past with Galvatron it was the same thing. It would just keep... the timer would keep expiring on like his Dark Energy charges, but now Galvatron, as soon as you activate a Special 2, the timer refreshes, and then, you know, you do a bunch of damage. But anyways, super happy that they're doing that for Hound. I think in the past, you know, even if you, in order to get the signature to trigger, of course you had to dodge a ranged attack, and then you had such a short time limit to go for a combo and use a special that it basically did like, basically the signature was never present during like a special activation. So I'm happy that they fixed that. Increased crit damage against burning opponents, very nice. The critical resistance debuff now scales up, gaining plus half a second duration and minus 1.8% potency each rank. So at rank 5 is going to be plus 2.5% duration. The increased crit damage against burning targets now scales up 5% with each rank to a max of 25%. The final grenade hit of Special 2 inflicts burn instead of bleed. Wait, really? Did it really do that? I don't remember if it actually bled the opponent. Okay, well, I'm glad it burns now, so that'll be good. Sidestepping while precision ammo is equipped purifies dazed effects. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think only Scorponok can daze at the moment, so I don't see the point, to be honest, to even switch over to precision ammo, but you know, I guess it'll be a personal preference, but I think sticking to Inferno rounds will be the best way to go with Hound. Added plus 10% attack to Inferno ammo heat damage at all ranks, and now all damage is dealt after 10 seconds instead of 15 seconds. So yeah, guys, in my opinion, Hound, I think, definitely rose from the depths of the hole he was in. I think he's definitely going to be doing a bunch of damage, and I seriously cannot wait to rematch Mixmaster with Hound and take him out super quickly. So can't wait, and a very well deserved buff to this guy, so I'm happy with that one. Mixmaster, the chance to activate an acid debuff on projectile attacks starts with 5% chance and scales up to an additional 5% with each rank, up to a maximum of 50% at rank 5. Wow, that's honestly really amazing. I thought in the past, like, it would take forever to get like an acid debuff, and then you would, you know, the way with Mixmaster currently is you would always wait to get a debuff, either an acid or a burn. Pray that you get a burn on like a Special 2 or a Special 3, and to maximize your damage output. But now with the increase in the acid debuff, that is going to help him out tremendously. The acid debuff from projectile attacks lasts 1 second longer at all ranks. Added 10% damage to acid, 10% attack to acid damage from projectile attacks at all ranks. Acid is one of the unique aspects of Mixmaster. Wasn't relevant enough in most fights. 100% true. These changes make it more worthwhile and reliable to leverage ranged gameplay to generate this unique effect. True. Added 8% base block proficiency. Nice. Jetfire. All right. So Jetfire, in my opinion, he's been like on the low end as far as damage. So getting plus 3% added to his base attack, I think, is really going to help him out. Added 5% to base block proficiency, increased the duration of range bonus from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. So that's pretty big. The old friend synergy with Starscream is now part of Jetfire's kit. However, the stun from well-timed blocks no longer affects special attacks, and the stun duration has been shortened to 1 second. That was so funny. I think it happened to me a couple times where if you blocked like the attack of a special, it would stun. So it was like super weird. So yeah, it's crazy. But all right, so the synergy still exists, but has the new effect of increasing the duration of the stun from well-timed blocks by 50%. So they made that part of his kit now, which I think is awesome. He'll be able to stun. He has a chance to stun now, which is Wait, the stun. Okay, so I don't know if that'll be like a chance to stun or it'll be like, no, I think it should, yeah, I think it's going to be the same. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like a 30% chance to stun whenever you're paired with Starscream. But now that's going to be part of his kit, which is awesome. You don't need Starscream for that synergy. So Jetfire might be looking pretty good, guys. So we'll definitely touch base with him again. Kickback, another one that, in my opinion, I don't think it was necessary, but I will take this big buff to Kickback. I think added plus 3.6% base critical rating. So this guy's going to be critting a lot more often. Added 10% base crit damage. So this is going to increase his damage by quite a bit. He already crits pretty often. The increased crit chance or crit rate is going to help him crit even more. And 10% crit damage is going to help him as well. God, and then this special 2 critical blade hits now inflict bleed. So I don't know. So I don't know if this changed. If it's not gonna apply power leaks anymore, I'm assuming it's still gonna apply the power leaks, but I can only imagine. Picture this scenario, guys. You go for a 5-hit combo, you get a special 2. The opponent has 3 power leaks on him. You go for a special 2, and you RNG blesses you with 8 power leaks, and that means 8 bleeds. So you're left. So the opponent is left with 8 bleeds, and I would say like 11 or 10 power leaks, and then you quickly charge up a special 1, and you are doing like so much dot damage. It is absolutely insane with shock and bleed. It is going to be insane, but I don't know if they're going to change special 2 to, you know, only do bleeds and no more power leaks, but we will find out. So yeah, I mean, crazy, pretty nice buff to Kickback, I think. Starscream special 1, chance for a projectile damage buff increased to 100%. Projectile bonus duration increased by 2 seconds. So no more, you know, it's going to be 100% chance to gain that projectile damage buff. I would absolutely hate it whenever I would never get it. So I'm glad that it's 100% now. And special 2 armor break now has a chance to trigger on both hits and last 2 seconds longer. So nice. I can see this doing a whole bunch of damage, guys. If you go for like go for a special 1 and you get 2 armor breaks, I think this is definitely gonna help out Starscream with his damage output. I'm surprised there isn't like an increase to like the damage on a special 3, but that's okay. I think this will make him pretty good. Starscream's old friend synergy with Jetfire no longer plays a sidestep animation to avoid projectiles when Starscream dashes back. Instead, the projectiles will miss. He still receives a crit damage buff when a projectile misses during his dodge. I think this is pretty good. I definitely didn't like the repositioning when you know, he would sidestep, but this, in my opinion, is a lot better. So nice little buffs to Starscream. Galvatron increases the chance to trigger a dark burn from heavy attacks by 0.7% per charge of dark energy. At 30 charges, the chance to trigger a dark burn is 51% up from previous 30%. So nice. I love it, man. I used to get so mad sometimes whenever, like, in arenas, I would use Galvatron and then I would get the 30 charges and, you know, slam the opponent with like 3 or 4 heavy attacks and not a single dark burn. I was like, is this skill even like working correctly? But no, now I'm glad that it's a 51% chance. We'll definitely be seeing a lot more dark burns, and they also added 10% attacked dark burn damage at all ranks, so it's going to be doing even more damage, which Galvatron might be a bit of a huge pain in the butt. Grimlock, the Purify from his signature ability, activates after 1 second, down from 1.5 seconds. So if you guys actually tested this right before I made this video, I went into a raid and I counted how many ticks it takes for Grimlock to Purify, and it's 3 ticks. So I'm assuming every half second there is a tick of damage that gets dealt to him whenever, you know, he has a shock or a bleed on him, and then eventually, you know, gets purified, converted over to a melee buff after the 1.5 second. But it is currently 3 ticks of damage that he gets, so I'm assuming after this buff to reduce the purify time down to 1 second, it should only tick twice. So that'll really help him out, I think. You know, not take as much damage from debuffs. So pretty good there. Grinder, special 3. The missile from his special 3 critical hits inflict burn like other missile attacks. So I don't know about this one. Like, okay, I'm glad that they fixed the critical 3 missile, or the special 3 missile, sorry, but I would have liked to see a little bit of a buff to Grindor, but he already does a bunch of damage with like his special 2. So maybe Command thought he was okay. So I mean, at least they fixed something with him. Sideswipe, another one who's getting a second buff after the initial buff last year. So added 3.6% to base critical rate and added 10% to base critical damage. So same as Kickback. And as you guys already know, Sideswipe, whenever he sidesteps a dashing attack, an incoming dash, he already gains a crit damage buff. So this is just going to allow him to do so much more damage. And finally, his special 2 has a chance to burn, which has been increased to 100%. I think it was like 80% or something, so it wouldn't always activate. So I'm glad they gave him a bit of a buff there. Looking forward to playing with my rank 5 4-star Sideswipe. Dinobot increased all critical rating buffs. Buff durations by 2 seconds, increased all armor breaks durations by 2 seconds. Had a 10% chance to special 1 armor break at all ranks. Added 5% base block proficiency, increased signature ability scaling to 50% chance of unblockable. So I think it's a pretty good buff, I think, to Dinobot. I honestly don't play with Dinobot at all. So some of you guys that do have him for like the Swordmaster synergy or just like him in general, let me know if you guys think this is a pretty good buff to Dinobot. I'm not exactly too sure currently, so I apologize for that. Up next, we have Bumblebee, Dark of the Moon. Special 1 now has a 40 to 60% chance to inflict an armor break debuff on each hit based on rank. So I think that would be up to 2 armor breaks, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty good, pretty I think much needed buff to Bumblebee. Gave him a little something on his special 1. He already gains a whole bunch of power by doing heavy, so I think he's in a pretty good spot. Megatronus, so here's a bit of a nerf, which I don't think it's going to affect him too much. I think he'll be completely fine. They removed the 2% base health, they removed the 4% base attack, and that is it. Honestly, I feel like they shouldn't even have done this. I feel like at most they should have just had Megatronus not be affected by any type of like power gaining mod. As we all know, those Robotronuses can be super annoying to deal with, but I mean, I guess it's fine. We'll see. I honestly don't think it's going to affect him that much. Probably won't even notice a difference, but sad face, Megatronus nerf. Shieldmaster synergy, the power steal from well-timed block increased to 2 to 8% based on tier. So I'm assuming by tier they mean if you're using like 4 stars and 5 stars, it'll be 8%. And updated to actually subtract power from the opponent by an equal amount. So not bad, actually. Pretty damn good buff here to the Shieldmaster synergy, but definitely the one that I'm mostly looking forward to playing is definitely going to be Hound. Honestly, if Hound's buff is like super crazy and super strong, I would kind of hold off, guys, on ranking up your Hounds, and especially if they release like a 5-star Hound and he becomes like a complete god, I would kind of hold off just in case Kabam decides to do a little bit of a nerf right away. But yeah, honestly, I look forward to playing with, let's see, who am I going to be playing with for sure tomorrow? I will definitely be trying out Hound. I will be trying out Jetfire maybe. Kickback for sure, Starscream as well, Galvatron. I think I honestly might rank up my 5-star Galvatron up to rank 4. Grimlock, probably take a look at a raid or 2 with him. Sideswipe as well, and maybe Bumblebee. I don't know, we'll see, guys, but yeah, I'm actually very excited for this. Let me know your thoughts, guys, on these changes, on what 8.0 is bringing as far as like the challenge mission and everything else. And then let me know the bot rebalance list, what you guys think of it. I think Kabam did a pretty good job. I kind of wish some other characters were in it as well, maybe Hot Rod, but that's okay. Maybe we'll get him in the next one. But yeah, let me know, guys, your thoughts, and we will be back tomorrow with the official 8.0 release, and we will be making some videos. So hope you guys are excited, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.